Hey people, welcome to the Thursday evening live stream here from downtown Toronto. Currently in Grange Park looking south towards, well, you know what that thing is. At least you better know what that thing is. I know it says a chilly Thursday evening in the title, but it's actually not that chilly. It feels warmer than I was expecting. It's probably around 8 or 9 Celsius right now, maybe even 10, I'm not exactly sure. All I know is I walked here pretty quickly and I worked up a pretty good sweat in doing so. So I definitely feel anything but chilly right now. But I see we have a nice crowd of people already in the live chat here. Hello to Dominic. Yes, indeed we are now live. And Vivian Johnson, hello, hello. Moderator extraordinaire. And hello to Harjot and Brett Mallon. Mike A, what's up? Hello, Gertish. Wesley's here, hello, hello. Tom Bikes 416. Hello, Gabby, how you doing? Popping in for a quickie. You find it chilly? So maybe the title isn't a lie then. Maybe I can just leave it. Maybe some people do find it chilly, even if I don't. Michael Stern is here. Hello. Marie Palmer. Good to see you. Picard, engage. John Nicholson. Hello, hello. Don't mind me as I just scroll through the chat here to try to say hello to everyone. Thomas Brown, what's up? John Burke. Craig O'Connor. 12 is here. Hello! Double exclamation point. Squeaky Wheel, what's up? Sammy Woo, hello to you. Transit in Ottawa, hi there. And Brad Palmer, of course. Both the Palmers in the house. Mark Lang, MBA. Paolo HC, Sebastian, Cheesy Rider, good evening to you. Mark D, Carl Roth, Lena Sandoval. And Mike Landry's in the house. What up, Mike? So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Ontario Lady, hello, Alex. If I missed anyone, my apologies. It happens. I'll say hi to you at another point, I'm sure, as we continue on the stream. So yeah, this is Grange Park. Very nice downtown park on the west side of downtown. Embedded SRAM, what is up? Hey, Action Kid. Watching all the way from London, UK. I don't know if there's any toilets, public toilets in this park. I've never looked for one or had a need for one. But a quick scan around doesn't really show me any. I don't think there are, Action Kid. Maybe you have to go inside OCAD University right here. I'm sure you can access a public toilet inside OCAD University. And there's a little shopping center across the street from the university on McCall. A little mini mall type thing. I'm sure there's a public bathroom in there too. There's a building with washrooms over to the east side. Oh, well, thank you very much. These are things I don't really pay too much attention to, I guess. Although I have had moments in recent streams where I could use the knowledge of public toilets. As you might have seen, I had to take a couple of little pit stops with the help of Johnny in the last one, actually. Hey, Peter Bradfield, $4.99, belated by 1 day for your 60th birthday for a great channel. Yes, happy belated birthday, Peter. The big 6-0, a milestone birthday. And your $4.99 is very much appreciated. I hope your birthday was good. Hello, H. Hill. Yeah, you don't just wash these Canadian public facilities make it sound like you just go there to wash your face, but you can actually go to the bathroom as well. Or use the toilet, as they say in other parts of the world. Restroom, whatever you want to call it. There's a bit of the financial district. Yeah, that's right. Designed by Will Elsop. The big, weird-looking building on colorful stilts. I guess they're supposed to be like pencil crayons or something, the colorful stilts, right? There's like orange and purple and yellow. And right beside it is the Art Gallery of Ontario with the new addition by Frank Gehry, the Toronto-born architect. Hey, WMD, how you doing? Cole Sloth. You like the look of the building there? The Sharp Center for Design, I think it's called. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Are there nightlife areas in Toronto with dive bars? Yeah, there are some dive bar areas. Usually, once you get out of the downtown area, along the East Danforth Avenue, once you go way past Greektown, just keep going east. And there's a bunch of dive bars along the Danforth, and also the far reaches of Bloor Street West, also maybe around Lansdowne. And there are some along Queen Street also, if you know where to look. Queen Street East, there are a number of them. Have I met Henry? I have met Henry, yes, on more than one occasion. I sniped him with Johnny one time, and I sniped him myself another time and appeared in his live stream. I think I've been in a few of his videos or live streams. Alright, so this is Beverly Street. See, now that I'm not speed walking, I don't feel as hot. And I can sense the chilliness now. I might have to zip my hoodie back up. I unzipped it because I was so hot. A re-zip might be in order. Hello, MR. How you doing? And also to answer your question about the dive bars. Yeah, I saw. I decided to not stream last night. From my apartment, I could hear the wind and rain just beating against my window, and I was like, meh, I don't really feel like dealing with all that, so I just decided to postpone my stream a day. You were here last night, Lisa? Alright, so here's Dundas. So that's looking east, but let's go west. Hey, Gordon Freeman. I think it's overcast now, but you can't really tell. It's so uniformly overcast, the sky almost looks clear. I don't see any stars though. Hello Ron Diaz, how you doing? And what up, Kev from Mars? Coming into Chinatown. So it's sort of a rough idea where I want to go. It's not completely planned out or anything, but I think I'm going to go west for a bit, and then north for a bit, and then west again, and then north again, and then east back towards downtown again, and I'll end somewhere downtown. That's sort of the rough idea. What particular streets I take to accomplish this, I do not really know. What is my favorite fast food chain? Don't eat a lot of fast food, to be honest. I mean, not the traditional, like, I don't eat McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or any places like that. So it's probably just some local chains like Burrito Boys. I mean, maybe that's predictable, but it is a chain. Although a small local chain. Hey, Mark Inshin. How you doing? Welcome to Chinatown. What 2 or 3 businesses would I want? A convenience store, a good takeout food place, and as much as I hate to say it, maybe someplace that has a bank machine that I could make use of. Maybe not a full-fledged bank branch, because I hate those, but someplace maybe that has a bank machine that I can use if I need to. That would be handy. Going down a block behind the buildings fronting onto Spadina here, but then I'll hop back onto Spadina again, or again for the first time, and then we'll head north on Spadina. That whole alleyway just reeked, reeked of garbaggio. Like old rotting garbage. The worst kind of garbage smell. Garbage juice. You know how garbage juice smells? Bleh. Hey, Salazar26, $2. Good evening, Ken. Enjoy your walk. Thank you very much for the support, Salazar. And I hope I enjoy the walk. I don't see why I wouldn't. It's a nice night. And I'm in the mood to wander. Alright, now we get to walk past this block here on Spadina, which I always like. I would have missed this if I turned north from Dundas. So it's pretty busy here. Hey, JL Braswell watching from San Francisco. Oh, I used to live in Syracuse, so very close by. Well, I hope you can check out Toronto sometime. Maybe on a visit back to Syracuse. It's an easy drive. Toronto and upstate or western New York mostly do have a very strong connection to one another. I know Syracuse is not in western New York, but close enough. Did I catch that wink? I don't think so. Was there a wink? I see Tom Seeley said hello, hello, hello. Hey, Danny Sullivan, Edmonton, what's up? Am I going to Kensington Market? Well, I thought I might dip into a bit of Kensington Market. And this is the place to come if you're looking for cheesy Canadian souvenirs. Chinatown has about half a dozen of these souvenir stores. With their outdated postcards. At least this one has the aura, so it's not that old. It could still be 10 years old or close to it. I always look at these skyline pictures to try and estimate how old these are. That one is old as all get out. That one is so old. Half the skyline is missing. All right, we're at Dundas and Spadina. Dragon City Mall right there. Big Chinese shopping mall. Not that big, but interesting, I suppose. Hey, welcome back, Vivian. If I had to stop, if I didn't stop, I would have collided with that scooter guy. Look, more souvenirs. Another supermarket. Hey, the Martells, yes. I'm quite comfortable right now. And we got changes coming to Chinatown. They tore down some old low-rise buildings here, and they're going to build a mid-rise residential. Hopefully with interesting retail on the ground level that will fit in with the neighborhood, right? Hey Abe, how you doing? Oh, I think I missed the mural, Lisa. I'll have to check it out on a future video through the neighborhood. I could do another alleyways and graffiti tour through Chinatown and Kensington. I did one of those a while ago. Okay, we're at 200 concurrent viewers. Thank you, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the walk so far. Maybe I'll cut through Kensington here at Baldwin. Dare I try to run across here? Hey, Barry Moscow. Thank you very much. Looks like the coast is clear. Hey, evening Bob Pugh, how's it going? Not recommended by the Board of Health. Sometimes you gotta go against the recommendations, right? That's how you know you're alive. Alright, we're in Kensington Market heading west on Baldwin. I hear reggae music. I thought coming through at this time of night I wouldn't really have to encounter a whole lot of copyright music, but maybe I was wrong. Kensington is never free of it, I don't think at any time. Maybe I'll just briefly mute the audio here. Alright, we're back. Just as a precautionary measure. What's happening in here? Got a large table. She's looking at me like, how dare you invade our round table session? Well, you do have a very large plate glass window there where everybody can look in and see. We are the Knights of Kensington. Hey, James Greenwood, what is up? Oh, you lived on Oxford. Yeah, we'll walk past Oxford. I'm gonna head north up Augusta in just about half a block. Hello, Paula Robertson. Thank you very much. Alright, we're just about at Augusta. We'll start heading north, and I'll head north up to College Street, and then we'll walk west along College for a while. Any marks in the house? Hey, Mark. Oh, hey, Mark. Yeah, I'm not sure what that big round table was that they were all sitting on. It had something on top of it. Something that seemed to be of some significance to them.
I don't know if it's any good.
Let's cross. Well, you can get your foot warmer socks and your head warmer hats. Winter is coming. Here's the Blue Banana. The store with absolutely everything, and I mean everything. I didn't want to trigger the door, but literally it's just a store full of stuff. Every kind of thing you can think of. They probably have at least one of them in there. Maybe not the kitchen sink, but I wouldn't put it past them. Hey, Smitty, good evening. She has a very high-pitched voice. Steve Grant, hello. It carries quite well, I know, right? Trinity Common. All kinds of very interesting places here. Hey Jeff, what's up? I think that was just her normal tone of speech, you know? She just happens to have a voice that sounds high-pitched at all times. And in case you didn't know where you were, here's college. Hey Abe, thank you so much for the $5 super. Very much appreciated, Abe. I hope you enjoy my walkabout tonight. I'm going to start heading along College now, heading west. And we did walk past Oxford Street just a couple minutes ago on Augusta. And I've done a number of live streams walking through some of these alleyways here. Usually at night. I've never had any issues or run into anything unpleasant in any of those alleyway walks. Peter, you know, you never know. You never know, Peter. If I do decide to do some content in the US, I'd like to hit most of the major US cities, and Atlanta definitely qualifies. I'll probably do New York first, just because it is the closest big US city to Toronto. And the biggest. I don't know if Buffalo qualifies really as a big city. It's mid-size, right? Buffalo's mid-size. Hey, Wing Zero. I guess Detroit would qualify as a big city, and it is closer, but I think I'd rather go to New York than Detroit to do my first US content. Got a situation here on College Street. Looks like the fire truck can't get through, or it's having trouble. These are parked vehicles here. Yeah, Detroit ain't what it used to be. The metro area is still quite large though, like 4 million, over 4 million people. MSA. I was in Kitchener just recently, about a week ago. Did a few videos there and a stream. Hello, Icy Chris. Yeah, Boston is good too. That's right, Michael Stern. Mark R. Davis. Is that actual? Did that actually happen? I know I was expecting the song to enter the Billboard charts somewhere in the top 10 maybe, but I wasn't sure if it would make it to number 1 or not. I like the song now. I was a bit skeptical at first. It took a bunch of listens for it to grow on me, you know. I'm a bit of a purist, and I was like, well, this isn't really the Beatles, it's John Lennon. Solo, late 70s John Lennon. And they just Beatlized it, turned it into a Beatles song, and I was like, eh. But now I love it. I've listened to it many times, and I guess I can accept it as a Beatles song if I just don't think about it too much. And the video definitely has an impact. And the video is sort of what brought me around to loving the song, because they totally target all the nostalgia feels with that video, right? And I guess I'm not impervious to that. It got me. Oh, you're close to here, Icy? Hit snow yesterday, right? I mean, yeah, it's not even in my top 20 favorite Beatles songs. I don't know, I haven't made a list or anything, but you know, it's an enjoyable song. I find it pleasant to listen to. We'll see how it ranks up over time, right? Once all the hype settles down. Hey Harvey, you find this calming? Yeah, I think a lot of people enjoy these streams for the same reason. Hello Jenna A. It's calming for me too, actually, you know? Here's Snakes and Lattes. Are there any mysterious roundtable sessions going on in here? No, just normal booths and tables. Hey, Billy T is here. Whatever helps, Harvey, right? Yeah, that's cool. Icy. And hey, Midge Adams. Fern McKee. Good to hear it. They've already got the Christmas banners up here coming into Little Italy. We're not even in the neighborhood yet. Over there, Gabby. Hey, Dome Garth, what's up? So this is the new bike lanes that they've been working on, sort of like a protected and separated bike lane that's raised from the street, as you can see. Hey, Yahia's here. What's up, Yahia? John G. Sirwick. All right, walking through Little Italy. This is the gentrified Little Italy that's closer to downtown. There's another one on St. Clair, which is less gentrified, more authentic perhaps, called Corsa Italia. This one doesn't have as much of an old school Little Italy feel anymore. That's been kind of taken away over the years with the influx of all sorts of different shops and restaurants that don't really have anything to do with Italy. But that's what happens to a lot of these old ethnic neighborhoods. Yeah, feel better soon, Yahia. Crystal Fanny Kitchen and Bar. Dun, 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 dun. And Burrito Boys. The first Burrito Boys I ever went to. I say that every time I walk past. This place is just called Dish. We'll just give you a dish. You never know what's going to be on it. There might be some food on it. Hello. But you'll definitely get a dish. and just hope that there's food on it. Smells good here, I can tell you that. College in Clinton. Sort of like the heart of the neighborhood, I would say. You got Cafe Diplomatico right there. A great restaurant. And the Royal Theatre right over here. You're walking here. I'm walking here. Hey, I'm sleeping here. Hey. What's my favorite dish? I would say a saucer. Yes. A saucer to put my sandwich on. Beautiful old theater there. Hey, Canuck Pirate. Noble costs. You're viewing here. Hey, I'm opening soon here. Hello, Maroof. How you doing? Hey, look, it's in Italian. Todd Boothby, Toronto does have a bad bed bug problem. It's usually ranked the worst in Canada, I think, for that. I think it kind of comes and goes in waves. It's also been rated as the worst rat city. So we got it all. We got it all here. You want the bed bugs? We got them. You want the rats? We got those too. We got it all, baby. Hey, I'm banking here.
I'll go this way.
Yeah, I heard about the Paris situation, Novakos. Not good. Hey now, you're an all-star. Rob MNR, right? La Cantina, this is a good place. I should try their burritos. I've never tried. Oh, is that right? Probably a good idea, Gabby. The College Fruit Market. Hey, I'm eating here. Hey, Reggie Gagno, how's it going? And Anna K, hello. Got more fruit here. This is one thing Toronto does well. All these walkable old neighborhoods with fruit markets all along. You'll find them along College and Bloor and parts of Queen and the Danforth. All the main sort of walkable retail strips outside of downtown, you'll find them.
I didn't say you were.
I just saw the flow from Mel's Diner. How's that for a reference that dates me? Hey, Ladovico Genis Mate. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too much. Hey, Virginia Whitelake is in the house with a $5 super sticker. Good to have you, Virginia. Thank you so much for the $5. Glad you could catch the stream tonight. Your support is awesome and always appreciated. Long-time supporter. Hey, crikey. It's seen some things. That's probably why it's out on the curb now. It's seen too many things. It's seen things that most of us probably don't want to know about. Yo, Dr. Collins. King as well. I was naming streets, yeah. I'd say King. All the main streets with retail along. Even up on St. Clair Avenue and parts of Eglinton Avenue. Hey, Brad, $6.99 super chat. Wow, thank you also, Brad, for your awesome support. So much appreciated. I hope you also enjoy the walk tonight. And Hadley Epstein. Alright, so we're not in Little Italy anymore. I think we left that area. I guess we still are. The street sign still says Little Italy. I think it goes to Ossington. It goes as far as Ossington, I think, and then it stops. Because I think once you pass Ossington, then you cross over into the northern side of Little Portugal, which mostly runs along Dundas Street, but it does spill up onto College for a bit. James, you remember that? I've always liked this old walk-up apartment building here. I'd like to see many more of those. Am I okay? I'm as okay as I can be. Am I ever completely okay? I am a guy walking around the city with a phone on a stick for hours on end. Am I really okay? It's the Wing Machine. That's a new James Brown song. You heard the new Beatles song? Well, get ready for the new James Brown song. I'm a wing machine. Ow! I don't have any immediate trips planned to Niagara Falls, but I tend to sort of come up with these ideas on the fly, so I might just wake up one day and go, hey, I should go to Niagara Falls. Maybe a wintertime visit to Niagara Falls is in order. Alright, we're at Ossington. Maybe I'll head north up Ossington, up to Bloor. There's College Falafel. That is a great falafel place. I haven't been there in a long time, but I used to go there regularly. So I definitely recommend checking them out if you like falafel. Hey, thanks, Mark. Here's some mural action if Lisa's still watching. It's kind of nice. And that's a pretty nice chair, you know? I wonder if it's bed bug infested. Is it just there to take a break during your alleyway walks, maybe? Take a load off. I think H Hill, I'm trying to remember. For some reason I think I have. I might be wrong though. Hey, good night, Gabby. Glad you could drop by for a bit. He'll be here in 6 hours. All right. You might have to wait till they open in the morning. Hey, Prosy Tomsy. Try it. I will. So this part of Ossington is just basically a busy street with old houses. If you like old houses, I suppose it could be of some interest. But we're going to head up to Bloor Street. There's no real interesting north-south street connecting College to Bloor this far west until you go all the way down to Roncesvalles, which is quite a bit further west, so I don't want to go that far. Like Ossington south of here is interesting with lots of retail and restaurants, but that stops at Dundas. Hey, Emo's Music Channel, 279 Super Chat. Good evening, Ken. Good evening to you also, Emos. Or Emo, I suppose. And thank you very much for the support. And that's right, Emo's Music Channel is a YouTube channel. If you didn't already figure that out, you should check out his channel as well. Hey, good night, Abe, and you're very welcome, and thank you also for your support. Yeah, you bet, Emo. Robert Brunn, how's it going? So if you're just joining, we're walking north on Ossington Avenue, heading towards Bloor. We were just walking along College Street right before this. And it's a very comfortable night temperature-wise. I haven't re-zipped my hoodie yet, so I think I'm okay. I'm not sweating, which is good. And my hands aren't cold from holding the gimbal. All in all, no complaints. Hey, positive good life? Yeah, not too bad at all.
Good now, broke. So I bought another one in the middle of last year's retreat.
This is where Harvard Street begins or ends, depending on which way you're going. Yeah, Hadley. Here in Toronto, it was just a rain event, at least in the part of the city I live in. Well, I heard a rumor that Mr. Strides might be doing a live stream later on this evening. Perhaps as soon as I'm finished mine, so keep an eye out for that.
The line.
I don't think we've had a good power outage in downtown Toronto since I did that video of the one we had downtown a while back. I just happened to be walking downtown when the power went out, and I just happened to have my camera handy, so made an impromptu power outage video. Yonge and Dundas was completely without power. All the big video screens were all off. And then I happened to be there when the power came back on, so I was looking up at the darkened screens, and all of a sudden they all came back to life. It was kind of neat. You remember that video, Novakos? Yeah, it was a while ago. Like a couple of years, I think. Feels like a couple of years anyway. Hop on the Ossington bus? I don't know if I want to go where the Ossington bus is going. Mark, I do remember that one. I didn't live in Toronto at the time, but it also affected North Bay, where I was living, because almost all of Ontario lost power, right, with that big power outage, and much of the northeastern United States and Quebec too. Yeah, that was a doozy. Yeah, that's right, Dome Garth. Southern Ontario is also as far south as Northern California. The most northern part of California. Unfortunately, the climate is not the same, despite it being that far south. You remember that, Marie? Yep. 20 years. Here's an alley I've never walked down. I see a shady person walking. But hey, we made it to Bloor. So things will get a bit more lively now. I moved here in 2010. I just recently passed the 13th anniversary of my move to Toronto. All I have to say is the last 13 years have flown by. Doesn't feel like that long, but I guess that's how it goes when you are not a kid anymore. The years just fly by.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello. Laura Yannette Ramirez. Hey, welcome. No, sorry. Good to have you, Laura. What's with all these shady people with their shady shadows? Look at that shady guy. What a shady shadow that guy has. I'm sure I'll do another live up in Midtown again soon, Mark. I usually make my way up there every few weeks or so.
there's something like the weather.
Hello, William. How you doing? Yeah, I'm sure I'll be up in Strides Land again before too long. Here's the offices of Exclaim, the music magazine. It's one of the only ones still going that still puts out an actual paper issue. Most of the other ones have gone online now, such as Now Magazine and the other Toronto alternative weeklies. But look, it has all listings and you can still get these things. And there's another one that recently popped up in town too that you can find in some local coffee shops. It's pretty thin these days, right? It used to be a little more hefty, but at least they're still putting one out. An actual hard copy. Yeah, Megan and I are both doing good, William. Hey, Linda Jane Jackson, what is up? Yeah, that's right, Peter.
I thought we shouldn't bring the phone,
That's why a lot of Americans are surprised when they find out that Toronto's winters are not as bad as they imagine them to be. We can have fairly mild winters with very little snow sometimes. Of course, you know, we do get our blizzards every now and again, but so does New York City and a lot of other places south of us. We don't get nor'easters though, like they do in New York or Boston. Hey, Dave in Bangor, Maine, what is up? And I see we just passed 300 concurrent viewers, 311. Welcome to the stream. Anyone who just joined recently, we're on Bloor Street. We're heading east. We're just at Ossington Avenue to the west, coming up from college before this. That's right, Novocaus. Are there any Dairy Queens in the area? Let's find out. Checks cashed. That doesn't seem sketchy at all. Hey, thanks WMD. I always have a naughty thought run through my mind every time I see this sign here. And then I'm like, oh wait, there's two J's there. The tower badge is equally dirty-minded as me. Gordon Freeman. 3% battery, so I'm going to plug in my power bank here. I have a handy thing to put my gimbal down on. Alright, I'm plugged in. As much fun as it was to stream on 0% battery that time a couple weeks ago, I'd rather not do that again. That's right, Peter. Christie Pitts Park across the street, and we are coming into Koreatown.
If you're scared of me, that's another conversation, but once I'm with you, don't worry.
So we're walking back towards downtown now. Hey, have a good night, William. Thanks for dropping by the stream tonight. See you in the next one. Hey, We Go Places Tours, welcome. AKA Christine. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Woof. All right, Koreatown. Let's check it out. Not that I haven't checked it out many times before. Maybe I'll cross the street. I think last time I walked through here I was on this side of the street. Let's change it up. Make sure you don't step out in front of a cyclist here. All kinds of people trying to do all kinds of things here, including me. I'm one of them. to do is cross the street. It's always really hard crossing Bloor Street, not going to lie, if you're not at a signalized intersection. That's right, Peter. Our Baskin Robbins standalone. The traffic just comes at a steady pace here, like just very little breaks, you know? All right. All this just to get closer to all that garbage over there. The trouble I go through. Now it's coming this way. Ay, caramba. What an exciting stream. Guy stands on side of road. Live. I'm running. Barely. I'd still be standing there if I just didn't go for it. In the time I waited trying to cross, I could have walked up to this intersection here and crossed at the light. I realize this. This has occurred to me. Hey, Daniel Smith, how you doing? Hey, Everett Clendenin, how you doing? Here's one of those fruit markets I was talking about. Well, if Megan was here, she would buy about 5 of these raspberries. She can't get enough of the raspberries.
Wow.
Yeah, we seem to be holding steady at around 300 viewers, which is awesome. Walking through Koreatown, heading east. Hey, Raja Fam is in the chat with a $5 super. Once and again, the root beer of a fund. Thank you for contributing to the ongoing and always appreciated root beer fund, Raja Fam. A very important fund to anyone who is a follower of my channel, as you know. The root beer fund and the burrito fund. Those are the things that keep me going, that put pep in my step. And support puts a spring in my step, so thank you very much. In case you didn't know where you were. This whole area smells delicious. It's making me hungry for whatever it is I'm smelling right now. I want to eat it. I'm not sure what it is, but I know I want it. Hey, Krista, have I had Zevia root beer? I don't think I have. I've never seen that brand. Is that available in most grocery stores, or maybe it's more of a specialty thing? I'll keep an eye out for it though. I try every type of root beer. Robert Armstrong, thank you very much for subscribing. From health food stores, okay. That new Healthy Planet just opened downtown on Yonge, near Dundas. I haven't been inside yet. Maybe I'll take a peek, see what they have. You can see how they incorporated the new development into the existing streetscape here with the older buildings. I think they did a good job. The new buildings fit in pretty nice, scale-wise, you know. And these will all be brought back to use again as storefronts.
Okay, here's mine.
Zekia Outerbridge, hey, welcome, watching from Bermuda. And this is where Honest Ed's used to be. If you go back 10 years, this would have been a big, sprawling discount store with garish lighting that lit up the whole corner here. A landmark for sure, but I guess it had its time. And now some much needed rental apartments are here. These aren't condos, they're rentals, and there'll be an affordable housing element among them. Probably not as many, but at least it's better than nothing. Thank you, Robert Armstrong, for the $5. You will continue to continue. Me too. I will also do all of those things. Thank you. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate it a lot. Do Canadians like the movie Jack Frost? I saw that movie. The one from the 80s. I remember liking it at the time. I'm not sure about now if I were to watch it again. J. Smith.
Hey, hey, hey. Come and try our Bat Burger. Open 24 hours.
Oh, that is sad news. I was wondering what happened to him, Tom Bikes. The Singing Man was a fixture around downtown, and he appeared in a bunch of my videos, and I think a live stream or 2 or 3 as well. And I was hoping that he just moved on. So very sad news that the Singing Man is no longer with us. I do have one video dedicated to him, I believe, just a short video called The Singing Man at Yonge and Dundas. Because he would literally walking around singing, often in a way that you couldn't really understand what he was singing, but he was definitely putting everything he had into it. So R.I.P. the Singing Man. This is the place to catch some documentaries here, Hot Docs Cinema. I think it's awesome we have a theater dedicated to documentaries. Of course, the film festival has a lot to do with that. And I see 2 super chats popping in. Krista Odegaard, $5. This is your new therapy. Appreciate the channel a lot. Thank you very much, Krista. I appreciate your support a lot, more than you know. I'm glad that this helps you out. I think a lot of people enjoy it for similar reasons. And Everett Clendenin, a $12 super. My goodness, enjoying your streams. Thank you as well, Everett, for the generous support. This is very awesome and appreciated. And William, thank you for subscribing to my other much neglected channel that I don't really do much with. Ken Continues is the name of that channel. It's just an older channel that I had before this one that just has some random videos and some older videos of mine that some of them don't have anything to do with walking. I do have a few walking videos on there, but thank you very much, William. Hey, Carlos. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Brian. It's the Victory Cafe. Relocated from the former Mervish Village, which doesn't exist for now, but Mervish Village will be coming back along Markham Street, so keep an eye out for the new and maybe improved Mervish Village, or we'll see. So this is the Annex now. We're not in Koreatown anymore. Next neighborhood heading east is the Annex. A neighborhood popular with students. U of T is close by. And by the way, this is Brunswick Avenue right here. Got lots of books inside there for book lovers. Is the third floor also open to customers? It looks like it is. I see a staircase going up to the third floor that looks like people are accessing. I don't think I've ever been to the third floor. Yeah, the weather is perfect for a lengthy walk around the city. Get a patty, get a burrito. Well, it's BMV Books in the Annex. I'm not sure about the actual address, but the Annex location of BMV Books. They have a few other locations around the city. And Belly Buster. This place has locations all over town. Very popular. And no shortage of sushi places all along Bloor Street here in the Annex. So we're almost at Spadina. I think I'm going to head south down to Harvard again. We crossed Harvard earlier when we were walking north up Ossington. So let's head down Spadina to Harvard, and then I'll walk along Harvard. Looks like this empty lot will be filled in with this rather tall tower. Tall for this neighborhood anyway. There's the Jewish Community Center. across here. So this way I get to avoid all the construction on Bloor Street here. If you keep heading east, there's much construction diversions and things of that nature. Hey, Robert Grisano, how you doing? And Crazy Canuck watching from Northern Ontario. So you're someone who went north from the city, whereas I came to the city from the north. Because I grew up in Northern Ontario, in North Bay. I moved here 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, you dropped your pocket. Hello, hello, welcome. Speaking of North Bay, you dropped your pocket is a friend of mine from North Bay who doesn't live in North Bay anymore either, but both of us are former North Bayites. Ah, thank you, Peter, for providing us with the address there. Oh, an eye infection. That doesn't sound good, Robert. Hopefully that clears up as soon as possible. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. I should mention that I recently did a radio interview with Toronto's doo-wop music guy. Station in Belleville. I've done a couple of interviews previously with him, and that interview will be airing this Sunday, the 12th, if I'm not mistaken, on 89X, right? That's the name of the station, Kevin. 89X in Belleville, alternative radio. Hey, Matt Bross, how you doing? And Dave S. Jake the Go Animator. Nice to see lots of people popping in. Oh, this building right here. It reminds me of some of the big apartment buildings on Wellesley Street near Jarvis, which also have a less than stellar reputation. Tim Horton was born in Cochrane, that's right, Cochrane, Ontario. Oh, you've been here a while, Matt? Okay. 91X, okay, my bad, I said 89. I was probably thinking of Megan's birth year. She was born in 1989. So 91X in Belleville. Check it out. You can access the station online, and you can listen to the interview. I think Sunday at 8. A.m. and 8 p.m. That's right. So we had a nice chat, Kevin and I selected a number of songs in between the conversation. And Kevin also played a song that he would like to add to the interview, and yeah, it worked out really well. It was a fun interview. We've done it a couple of times before. Neat, like old school pizza place right here, right? Special on slices. I've never tried their slice, you know. I might have to do a special video maybe coming to try a slice here. Jake wants to get married. So on Harvard Street, let's continue heading east into downtown. I can't argue with that, Matt. We're walking through the U of T campus now, University of Toronto. Heading into downtown. Nick Mountain, I'm not sure if they tore them down. They might have. I know there was a string of old houses that were all boarded up and ready to be demolished there. Robarts Library. Wayne Stewart, a $10 super. My goodness, thank you so much. Enjoying my walk tonight, Ken. Watching from Carlisle, Ontario. That's a place I've never been. Now my interest is piqued. Thank you so much, Wayne, for that very generous super chat. I've heard of Carlisle, you know, but I've definitely never been. I think I know what I'm going to look up on Google Maps when I get home. Alright, we're at St. George and Harvard. Although this will be Hoskin there once we cross the street. Toronto likes to just randomly change street names for no apparent reason. Once you cross a major street, you might find the street you're on has a different name all of a sudden. Many places all around the city where that happens. I think the most famous example of that is Bloor Street and the Danforth, which are the same street, just changes names once you cross the Don Valley. Oh, I hear some lovely bells tolling over there. Check out that weeping willow tree. It still has its leaves. Hey, Kunakol, yes. That is definitely a thing here. Robert Saverwall, how you doing?
Well, let's enjoy yourself to get a
If it were snowing right now, this would be a picture perfect scene here, walking through the U of T with the bells chiming. Putting on like a concert with the bells. It's coming from right over here. Coming from there. Hey, Divyesh, hello, hello. And Daniel 7685. Yeah, that's why I decided not to walk along Bloor Street and come down here to Harvard instead. All that construction through that area. It's not the most pleasant thing to walk through now, let alone drive through. This is really nice. Good job, whoever's in charge of the bells here. Trinity College, another magnificent building here on campus. Check out the sky there. Almost looks like a face, sort of. Robert Parker, yeah, there's been snow all around various parts of Ontario, not in Toronto, but parts north. And this is one of my favorite corners of downtown, where the U of T campus hits Queen's Park here. It just has a really sort of stately, mature look to it. I don't know how else to explain it.
I didn't think it through when I was.
There's some weight to the area. It feels like it's a substantial city when you're here. With history. Not just a flashy burg of condo towers, but substance, you know, and it has substance. I'm just yammering. Hey Sunjib, how you doing? You still hear the bells. Hey, John Hogan from Inverness, Scotland. Welcome. I have a few other Scottish viewers. I think you're the only one tonight, though. And I might be mistaken. I might have missed one of the other Scottish viewers. Probably, Robert, probably. But at least I do have the big phone on the stick to make it seem like I might not be talking to myself. It's kind of hard not to notice this thing that I'm holding here. Hey, Manuel Gonzalez, welcome. Watching from Thunder Bay. The other bay, North Bay, Thunder Bay. People in southern Ontario can't seem to keep those two straight. They think they're the same place, or they think they're right beside one another when they're actually a 12-hour drive from one another. Not Thunder Bay, North Bay. Not North Bay, Thunder Bay. New York City is closer to North Bay than Thunder Bay is. Just wrap your head around that. If you're to start driving, you'd get to New York City sooner from North Bay than you would get to Thunder Bay. You know it, right, Emily? Wow, you're Irish living in Scotland. So you're not a true Scotsman then? Watching from Chile. Hey. Great to have you, Manuel. Alright, so we just walked through Queen's Park. Yeah. I don't think that's true. I think what they're saying is that the old City Hall clock tower is taller than Big Ben. I think that's the reference to Big Ben that you might hear regarding Toronto. The old clock tower at Queen and Bay at Old City Hall is taller than the one known as Big Ben, which is kind of a cool thing to... cool info, I guess. I was surprised the first time I heard that. I was like, really? Huh. Got more magnificent old buildings here. It's pretty dark here, though. You can't really see this one very well. It's Victoria College. Hey, Chris Mills, good evening. And yeah, Old City Hall clock tower is also taller than the Peace Tower in Ottawa, which looks taller if you were to just look at it. At a photo or something, you would swear that the Peace Tower was taller, but it's not. I guess the scale of things in Ottawa is different because the buildings around the Peace Tower are shorter in Ottawa. You don't have really tall skyscrapers in Ottawa like you do in downtown Toronto. Most of the buildings in downtown Ottawa top out at around 30 stories. Right, we're at the north end of downtown, kind of near the Bloor-Yorkville neighborhood. All right, Domegarth, have a good night. Hope you sleep well and feel refreshed when you have to get up in 7 hours. I think 7 hours is about as little sleep as I can get and still feel relatively refreshed and normal. Less than that, and I don't feel like I got quite enough, you know? Yeah, we're on St. Mary Street. You are correct, Nick Mountain. Right, here's Bay Street. So let's head north here, just up to Bloor, because we're past all the construction along Bloor.
Yeah, temporary.
Hey, David Martin Graff. I have a overreactive smoke alarm also in my apartment. Just taking a pizza out of the oven sometimes will set it off. Zed Poston, well, I hope you feel better. That's no fun. Charles Street. There's the Manulife Center. $190 likes. Well, I'm sure we can get that up to 200 before I end the stream. Maybe I'll use this moment to do my plug here. Be sure to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff that YouTubers like to say. Hit all the buttons. It does help out the channel, obviously. I'm trying to get up to 22,222. That's my next subscriber goal. I recently passed 21,500, so 22,222 isn't too far away. Hello, Pamela. How you doing? I want to screenshot that string of twos. Two, two, two. Every way you can spell it. Well, Italy is busy. I've been there before. The pasta is delicioso. $21.12. I did screenshot it when I got to 2112, you know, because I was like, yes, 2112, and I definitely screenshotted that and put a post on my social media going, look, 2112.
That's good.
Hey, LRM Guitars, yes. That's the best number to hit if you're a YouTuber, an upcoming YouTuber. And look at blocking the intersection. Alright, just heading east through the Mink Mile section of Bloor Street here. I think she's a preacher, but she sings. A singing preacher. That dog just ran in there excitedly. What time is it in Toronto? Well, it is currently 8:13 p.m. Welcome to the stream. Approaching Yonge and Bloor. back Gentile. Yeah, I never really felt the need to get Nightbot. I don't know. And this is going to be the new flagship store for Lululemon here. They finally took down all the hoarding and scaffolding. It's going to be a big flagship for that company. Right across from what was supposed to be the flagship store for Apple. That was supposed to be a huge Apple store there, but that might not happen anymore. Apple is very unhappy with the progress of the building here, which is currently in receivership. But I'm hopeful that after all the dust has settled, Apple will come back and locate here, because this space at the base of the building was custom made specifically for them. Hey, have a good night, Hardshot. Glad you could check out the stream tonight. Heading east still on board. We just crossed Yonge Street. Oh, is that right, Tom? Oh, Emily, you caught the COVID. Well, I hope everything is as mild as can be and it's not a nasty case. But yeah, get some rest, feel better soon. It still hasn't gotten me, you know, after all this time, at least not knowingly. It's possible I might have had it without knowing, because that's a thing that can happen. But in any case, yeah, get some rest, feel better as soon as possible. Have a good night and thanks for checking out the stream. See you next time. Hey, Heron Song, 1977, how you doing? You too, Heron Song, yeah. Yeah, check out my premiere tomorrow night, Emily, if you can. Kristen Fuller, hello. Should be around 7:15 p.m. Emily. Usually around that time. Uh-oh. Move it! Hey, I'm driving here! Hey, I'm turning a corner here! Hey, I'm honking here! This is Church Street. Have a good night. Back the way we came. I'll take us down to Sherborne. What's my dinner plans? That's a good question, William. I haven't really figured that out yet. Yeah, we walked by here last time, going in the other direction now. That's when I ended up running into Johnny Strides later on. And I showed you all the many Canada flags here on the lawn for Remembrance Day. Thousands of them. It says 12,000. But as I said last time, it looks like more than 12,000, but what do I know? Veggie samosas. That sounds good, you know. There's a Freshco grocery store on Sherborne, and I'm thinking of wrapping up the stream there. Maybe I'll go inside and check out the veggie samosas. This guy ahead of me is smoking a really big fat spliff, as they used to say, and the smell is just enveloping me. It's like a Cheech and Chong kind of spliff, you know what I'm saying? Dave's not here, man. Don't forget the root beer, right? Last time I went in there, though, it was sold out, which is usually the case when I try to get their sort of discount brand root beer. It's always sold out. Same in San Francisco, right? Hey, Rebecca. Look at that one balcony that's all done up with Christmas decorations. It's like the only balcony in the whole building, I think, that's done up like that. Hey, Zoom J. Hello, hello. The heck with it. And I was talking to another local live streamer that you all know earlier today, and he said he might be firing up a live stream at 8:30. Any guesses as to who might that be? If you don't know, of course I'm talking about Johnny Strides, the one and only. He's going to be starting a stream at 8:30, right after I finish my stream. So you all get to continue streaming around the city after I'm done. So lucky you, right? The fun isn't over. Like you all just watched Back to the Future, and now we can watch Back to the Future Part 2. You got it, Neville 6000. Here's Sherborne Street. Oh, is it a home stream? Okay, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a home stream or a walking stream. In any case, the fun isn't over. Hey Maher, how's it going? He will continue, yes. But not as much as me, because that's definitely my thing. He has to pay me a copyright claim every time he continues. But I'm almost at the Freshco that I'm heading for, so I'm going to start to wrap up my stream here. As I can see, it's almost time for Johnny Strides. So thank you all for joining me on this very fun walk around the city tonight. I enjoyed every minute of it. The weather was perfect. Everyone in the chat was delightful. So thank you all. It was a pleasure, and I'll be streaming again in 3 or 4 days, so hope you can catch my next stream. And I'll be doing a premiere tomorrow evening around 7:15 or so, as I mentioned earlier. Hope you can catch that. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit all the buttons, as I like to say. All the support the channel gets can only help. And big thanks to the mods, and big thanks to all those who sent support with your super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations. It's so very much appreciated. It means a lot to me and to the channel. So until next time, I will continue. Thank you all. Have a good night. And yeah, I'll see you in Johnny's stream. I'll probably be lurking. And the Freshco's right up ahead. So have a good night all. It's time to go get some veggie samosas perhaps.